Welcome back to the channel, Outriders. We have another legendary showcase for you today. This is the Imploder. Now, this thing looks really cool. Like, that is one of the more attractive guns in the game. And honestly, it looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? Some really crazy alien-like technology. It's really neat. It's a double gun. Some people are growing in popularity with these. It's a standard one. It's a solid-ish gun. I don't like the attributes on it, the healing, the weapon life leech. It doesn't do anything for me. I would rather obviously had armor pierce or, of course, crit hit damage. Close range damage is also very situational. I don't think you're going to be up in anybody's face with it. So I feel like those are like three attributes that are probably not even going to be used. But we have the Deadly Disturbance mod, which could be frustrating or amazing depending on how you use it. I opted for the frustrating one because I'm like, hey, this seems cool. So you're telling me that crit shots are going to cause people to detonate. Oh my god. How amazing is that, right? That's cool. And then naturally, anytime I see crit shots activate something, I just immediately go, ooh, Embalmer's Rage. So I decided, hey, let's put these two things together. Let's see how well they work. And they did okay, surprisingly. They did all right. What it doesn't go well with is any sort of anomaly round build, because I found myself dropping rounds with this gun quite often. So if you're somebody trying to use volcanic rounds with this gun and the Deadly Disturbance tier 3 mod, don't. If you're using Technomancer, Pestilence Top Tree, running with blighted rounds, and you want to keep that tier 3 mod, don't. That's my advice for you. I dropped the blighted rounds more in this run than I have throughout any other run ever. And it's because that explosion is taking the kills, and because you're not getting the kills with your gun, you cannot keep your anomaly builds up. You can't keep the mags full. You can't keep getting your ammo back from Toxic Lead 2 or, you know, Trick Up the Sleeve or anything, because it's the perk that's killing them. So if you're dealing with extremely fragile enemies, snipers, or weak enemies that you so much as just shoot at and they explode, you can screw yourself. And though I'm generally a fan of that, not in this way. And it was very frustrating, honestly. I feel like if you're dealing with a very durable set of enemies, like breachers and stuff like that, you might be able to do okay with it. But as you can see, I just dropped the rounds. I think I dropped the rounds 3 or 4 times through the entire run. And that is clearly not what you want to do when you're a top tree Technomancer. That's about worst case scenario. And it's very frustrating when it happens. And though the perk itself seems promising, I really think and advise you guys to use it on anomaly or tank builds. When you don't have firepower, when you're not expecting your gun to do any damage, so much as just shooting them in the head makes it great. And I think it could be great. The way that I would probably use this gun, if I were to use this on an anomaly build, I would probably accompany it with another mod that will do extra damage, possibly like the Comet mod or something, and build on with this one. Or I might even go with a more crowd control option, which could be very great, and take the Winter Blast off of the Icebreaker, which is a tier 3 mod. Again, it's not going to be direct damage, but keeping enemies in place, allowing you to hit your skills, following up with more crit shots, and keeping that dangerous perk proccing could be very valuable. It's almost like having an additional cold snap at your fingertips, and that is quite valuable to a build, especially one where you're not hitting a lot of damage out of your gun itself, you're relying on your skills. So, I think it's got a place in the game, just not on a DPS build, and not on this damn map. So that's how I feel on it. It's got some promise, it's got some place, it could be very meta, actually, but it's got to be done right. I would not advise on a DPS build. So thank you again for your time, thanks for clicking on this video, guys. Subscribe if you're new here, tick that bell so you never miss another legendary showcase that hits the sub box. And if you can leave a like, that helps me out tremendously. I'd really appreciate it. So thanks again, I'll catch you with another video soon.